Shift E, Soul Cleanse, Bloom Burst. So Shift E, 80 RMB, forward RMB is what we're gonna do, okay? So like this. Like that. And then I just need to get used to that timing. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? Because you can do that extra burst with Mark of the Moon, like that little blip I was talking about earlier, right? Like that. Maybe that'd be good. A little bit of extra DPS, might as well. Just keep in mind this combo is specifically for DSR. Just because the dynamic of DSR is big mob, you're trying to burst its booty as fast as you can. So if you're in a spot like a tower spot, you might want to just do your lazy, I call it the lazy combo, which is just hold Shift R&B, hold R&B, right? Shift R&B, hold R&B, and then forward E. If it's up, well, oh my god, Nether Strike, I keep forgetting. My muscle memory is so bad, guys. I keep forgetting to put Nether Strike. Okay, we have to add Nether Strike somewhere. I just don't know where the best place is. I mean, preemptively is fine. That's like a good spot to put it. But I'm like, I need to be able to upkeep the AP buff, right? Because I'm used to upkeeping the AP buff using Nether Blast, but they moved it. How come my pets aren't picking up shit? Hello? Bulgasol. I think I need Bulgasol, right? I don't think I've done Bulgasol. Frick, but there's a tide. Do you guys think Bulgasol will still be up by the end of my tide?
A few moments later.
Is it dead? Are you kidding me? It died in 2 minutes? Well, oh my god. That freaking tide at Darkseekers baited me, man. Yeah, the shift in AP buff is gonna be a big adjustment. I wouldn't say it's like completely terrible because there are merits to having it on Nether Strike. Because it is a super armor ability. But I did prefer it on Nether Blast just because of my muscle memory. So I think I might just do that now. Is Shift R&B, R&B, F, forward R&B, R&B. So like this. Shift R&B, R&B, F, forward R&B, R&B, and then forward E. So that by the time you cast forward R&B, it's very important, guys, that you apply your DP buff before your flowers explode. And that's just like the perfect amount of time for all the animations to go through. So if you do Shift R&B, F, forward R&B, R&B, by the time you cast your Soul Shower, it should apply the DP buff before your flowers explode, which is very important. Ooh, okay, so maybe 2 flower combos here? Wait. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. What is the flower combo? Oh, this. So like 2 cycles of this, and then do your usual direct damage spiel, and then your flower combo should be back up by then. And so that's what I mean by flower combo, is like you know what I mean? AOA, yeah, I'm using AOA, yeah. I'll add attack. Using Nether Blast feels so like blasphemous now, you know what I mean? I'm like, ooh, scandalous. Why are you using Nether Blast? Use Nether Strike. You know what they should do? They should put the AP buff on both Nether Blast and Nether Strike, you know? Yeah, I think these feel better. Even though Nether Blast doesn't have the AP buff anymore, I'll just try to incorporate Nether Strike like in between packs like this, you know? And just do my usual, you know, Soul Cleanse into the whole shindig, you know? It seems like it's 2 flower combos, which I'm pretty satisfied about. Awakening buffs are a joke. Well, if you were expecting the awakening buffs to make her like S+ tier, then it's not as impactful. But it is, I think it's strong enough to keeping up with some of the other stronger classes. And I think that was the point of the balance changes, right? Is to not make her OP. If you were expecting like OP buffs, I can understand how you feel. I love getting an unreliable PvE, PvP iframe that will get you killed. I mean, before it was just completely unprotected. Not cuddle. I mean, it's better than before, right? You'd rather have it than without. I'm almost positive they didn't make it completely PvP iframe, or like there's that window because it is a CC in PvP. Because I don't know if they would want to add a iframe CC. Are there iframe CCs in the game? Actually, now that I think about it. Are there any classes with like complete iframe CC attacks? Would you rather have that window completely removed so that it's completely protected on both PvE and PvP if they remove the PvP CC? Because I think the PvP CC is also pretty meritable, especially if you use it from far away, which is what you're supposed to do with it, right? For the most part, it's a ranged ability. So that's how I've been utilizing it in PvP, is just throwing it out and it's a knockback. And it's a pretty fast casting ability too. And so using it close range, I'm sure you could play Awakening Woosa close ranged if you tried really hard, but I feel like her kit leans more towards being a ranged class. And so if you're utilizing it as an engage tool or something to offensively CC somebody, it might not work out as well as you hope, you know? I mean, these global lab changes, right, can be subject to change. I mean, we've seen some adjustments for DK, Deadeye, Wizard, and Warrior, right, in the future weeks, right? And clearly, at least in PA's view, that was too much for them. That's why they reduced it. But if the opposite is the case for Woosa, then it might go the other way, right? Those are the discussions we need to be having to Not Cuddle. Is not just is going to the detail of what we want improvements for the class, right? Instead of dogging on the class, because I love this class a lot. So that's why my opinion is the way it is. I'm very like biased towards my class, you know. So I will do everything in my power to defend it, and in whatever the case of the discussion is, turn it into a productive one, right? A productive discussion. If I did have to make some criticisms about some of the changes, so they added this new detonation mechanic. I don't know if you pay attention, but if you do your flower and then shift F on top of it, you explode the flower right away. If I had to make a little bit of a change, it would be to add one more detonation skill, which I kind of wanted to be Soul Shower. I don't know if that would be OP, but I'm like thinking, so imagine Life Lower and then Soul Shower from far away to like activate it, to make it explode from far away. So that would be like my one like 2 cents to add to the changes, is adding a ranged detonation mechanic, because the melee detonation mechanic is a little bit dangerous to execute. I don't know if you've done much Guild League lately, Fresco, or at all, but in Guild League you kind of explode in Guild League, right? If there's like 10 people on your asshole in Guild League, and so being able to kite is very, very important. And this does not, like, if you're trying to do this in Guild League, you're dead, you know? So I kind of wish there was a ranged detonation mechanic for her. The buffs are feeling good. Yeah, they're feeling pretty good. Tails Fox, it's actually, I would say, in a pretty good spot right now for the balance of it. Is that it's not too OP to the point where it becomes a target for nerfs, but strong enough that I think it'll be above average now for the most part. But at the same time, just keep in mind that whenever you do hear criticisms, my criticisms are more biased towards the class And some people have very black and white criticisms, if that makes sense. Like, if you're not first, you're last kind of criticisms, you know? And so she's definitely not first. But for me, I don't think she's last at all.